name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the bookie killer. Around here, they call me El Capitan, the boss, the numero uno, El Scorcho, because I'm on fire with these motherfucking games. Sitting here, my ride-along host, the paparazzi. What's up, brother?
Well, you know, today we're celebrating 1 year of Pudding Boy Joe, his 1 year in office. It's, you know, you're on house number 5 or 6, and you did tell me, even for you, you just had a hell of a time going through paperwork for your 6th house.
Oh, dealing with the federal government on a house? I already told you that. You're completely fucked. Like I said, gas is through the fucking roof, and they want to know how big your cock is, what color your nut hairs are, and then they come back with 50 other questions. I told you it'd be a process.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to get my first house here, and I thought it would be pretty easy. It is the
your first house or your first $1 million+ house?
The first $1 million+ house, the real house.
Uh-huh.
You know, before it was living. Now it's living up to your.
Now you're living VIP sports style.
Yes, exactly. And you know, trying to get these houses is not easy, and it is a lot of stress. Besides having to go through dealing with all the clients, dealing through sweating out games, dealing through COVID, trying to get your house
to my world,
is
brother.
something else. Let me tell you.
You'll be just fine. Like I said, it's just part of the process. Anyway, guys, we got a great show for you today. January 20th, podcast number 346. And your bookie sucks dicks, plain and simple. Show sponsored by Bet You Play to Earn and our boys over there at Blue Chew.
If you haven't tried Blue Chew, guys, get on it.
Get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number into our website. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Our new website should be up live within the next 48 hours. Like I said, I'm taking the digital market over. So for all you guys out there that had your time on digitals with your fake videos, Steve Stevens is about to expose the shit out of you and take the game over. I thought I was doing cool doing, you know, $300,000-$400,000 a week just telemarketing on the phone. Boy, when my digital kicks in, you little dicks need to just get out the way because I'm about to expose the shit out of you. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct message me is probably the best way of going about doing business. And if you get contacted by an account with my picture or a picture of my family or my kids at Disneyland yesterday or one of my tickets, make sure you look for the blue verification mark so you know that it's me. I'm being frauded in every angle. The stalkers are out of control right now, dude.
Insane. On our Instagram, hitting me up personally, hitting your page
hundreds, man, hundreds. Guys, just because I gave the gay handicapper a little shine, they're trying to, you know, get their little shine. No one's getting mentioned on this show ever again.
No.
And there's only one El Scorcho and the best sports consult money can buy, and that's your boy right here. If they want to subscribe, what do they do, Pop?
Well, subscribe to this podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to the podcast. Click the bell on YouTube to receive our notifications on all videos we post, and we do greatly appreciate your thumbs up and read all of your comments.
I'm pretty goddamn excited. You know, the VIP merchandising line is almost at 100,000 items sold.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you average, you know, $20 at the 100,000, it adds up. And like I said, all I'm trying to do is help people change the game. If you haven't got your Absolute Blowout Winner merchandising, go to AbsoluteBlowoutWinner.com. In the next 30 days, we're going to have the all blacks, the hoodies and shirts, and all sorts of new ones for you guys to take advantage of it. You got winners and you got losers. AbsoluteBlowoutWinner.com. Quick NBA stats. Memphis Grizzlies behind Morant are 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games and are 30-16 against the spread this season.
Yeah, we'll have to make a little notation there. They're currently now 9-2 straight up their last 11 games and 30-17 as they failed to cover last night against the spread, overplaying against Milwaukee and Giannis, the Greek Freak.
Which you look at a 30-17 spread, you're like, man, that is fucking great, but that's still 50%.
Yeah, I mean, but 30-17, you're covering 2-1.
Correct.
On there.
50%, you're doubling up.
I saw
66% is winning twice what you lose.
Ja Morant. Now, Ja Morant got drafted 3 years ago. He's come into the league, put up impressive numbers. He did get a serious injury last year, but he's come back this year on fire. Currently, as of like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, in the MVP race, he was 3,000 to 1. 3,000 to 1 to win the MVP award. I'm personally playing a few dollars on him. I think this guy carries this team. They do well, and without them, they're not the same team.
They're still covering against the spread 60+%. 66, like I said, is doubling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still, with this type of trend right here, you got to ride it. Plain and fucking simple.
No, they're on fire. And like I said, if you guys want to take a little, I know you're not a futures guy, and you've always made that clear. But in the MVP race, 3,000 to 1 on a guy who's carrying a team like this, not a bad little investment for $100 at 3,000.
Well, another team that I know nobody's betting, Charlotte Hornets are 14-4 against the spread at home, a team that's murdering it,
Yes.
up 10 units in their last 18 games. That's pretty legit. Brooklyn is now without Kevin Durant, and the Nets have the worst against the spread record in the NBA, 16-26 against the spread. How many people have lost fucking hundreds of thousands? Sportsbooks have made millions off you Brooklyn Net fans.
Yeah, they're second in the East in the standings, but as far as getting paid, which is all about for us, they don't come there, guys.
This is about sports betting, bro. Against the spread, they're the worst team in the NBA, and people that are betting Brooklyn Nets are just fucking plain out stupid.
Correct. And, you got to guess. Kyrie can't play in New York. He can't play in New Jersey. He can't play over in California. So you got to guess when Kyrie's coming in.
Ain't no one playing in Canada.
Right. Can't play over there in Canada. These are athletes, guys. Sometimes they need those games. It's not like just practicing and stuff. So you're now guessing when he's going to be sharp, when he's not. This is not a team to be playing. That's for sure.
Dallas 9-1 straight up against the spread in their last 10 straight up in their last 10 games. Shout out to Mark Cuban, who always tries to hold his team together. Lakers are 22-22 straight up.
They're talking about over in LA that Frank Vogel's job, is in jeopardy. This is LeBron's show. LeBron runs this whole fucking team.
Who do you think they're talking about? What do you think they're talking about more in Hollywood right now? The 22-22 record or LeBron not having any hair?
I
Spray painting and covering it up.
Yeah.
LeBron, just get your hair done. It's no big deal.
I've made this point a lot on this podcast. You cannot have a player be bigger than the team, and that's the problem over in L.A. LeBron James is, if not the greatest player ever in the NBA, right up there. But he needs to do his job as a player, not worry about managing this team. And that's where the train's gone off the trail here.
Well, how do you figure you just said he's one of the best players ever. The motherfucker wants to win. So to be mad at him that he's trying to coach the team and tell motherfuckers what to do, he's trying to win. You realize that, right? I know he needs to play his position, but Michael Jordan did a little coaching too.
But Michael Jordan didn't take over that team. Michael Jordan didn't go out of the game and start arguing with referees about calls.
Yeah, I hear you.
There's no player.
You think that has anything to do with them doing 22-22?
Yes,
No,
yes.
they're just not playing the way they need to be playing.
No, because I believe that LeBron James has had influence in personnel decision, in coaching staff decision, which players are there and everything like that. You can't be bigger than the team. Magic Johnson, in my opinion, was the greatest player to ever play. He wasn't bigger than the team. Michael Jordan was not bigger than the team. Larry Bird was not bigger than the team. You cannot be bigger than the team, and that's the disease, the culture right now in L.A.
Yeah, well, that's true, but he is bigger than that team, unfortunately. Go right down to the Raiders. By the way, the referee crew that worked the Raiders versus the Bengals are not expected to officiate ever again this postseason. After their problematic performance Saturday, highlighted by that controversial whistle, what the fuck? They did a horrible job.
They did do a horrible job. You can't have that in the playoffs, especially when you're trying to get things right. You've now got the overhead official that can stop games. You just can't have that happen in the playoffs. There's no excuse.
Nope. Moving on to Dallas, Dak Prescott said he's deeply sorry for his comments, saying it was okay for Dallas fans to throw bottles and trash from the stands at the officials after their loss to San Francisco.
Let's talk about that game for a second. First off, Dallas to even be in it to that very last play was a miracle. San Francisco should have pounded them out. They gave Dallas, 10 chances to be able to be in that game. But at the end, Dak Prescott, as a professional football player getting paid the millions of dollars, he should know the rule to hand the ball to the official, not to his own player. But do I really think that they were going to go with the last second 45-yard Hail Mary and win it?
No.
No, they weren't going to. Dallas didn't show up. It's time for Dallas to stop this shit with going and hiring Mike McCarthy, who's a loser. Dallas is the second most valuable franchise in sports. Jerry Jones needs to get out of the way now. They need to go hire somebody who's established, someone like Bill Cowher, go give him $10 million a year, say, you're in control now, take us past where we can't go. And that's what Dallas needs to do.
Yeah, no, Jerry needs to step aside and let some new generation shit run the team, no doubt about it. Saturday, you got Cincinnati at Tennessee. Tennessee minus 3.5, 47, which something is wrong with that, by the way. I'll let you guys know here in a little bit. It's the return of Derrick Henry for the Tennessee Titans, who has 937 yards and 10 touchdowns in just 8 games this season before his injury. Here's a stat for you guys. In their final 4 regular season games, Cincinnati Bengals struggled against the run, allowing the 7th most rushing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, some trends here. Cincinnati is 5-0 against the spread their last 5 games, 6-2 against the spread on the road this season. Cincinnati is also 4-2 to the under their last 6 games, and Tennessee is 5-1 to the under their last 6 games. However, remember, they did not have Derrick Henry there.
Correct. And on paper, it's an under, but things change, just like Paparazzi said, so be very careful on that game, and be very careful fucking with Cincy also. I mean, Derrick Henry is a beast, and he can beat you by himself, but this ain't going to be as easy a game as they think. That's why Tennessee is 3.5 and not 6.
I think people definitely want to call 877-220-6540. I know you have some information on this game and are going to have a big play on it.
Well, I'm going to, yeah, and I'm also going to give everybody a Christmas gift, late Christmas gift, Happy New Year gift. San Francisco at Green Bay minus 5, 47.5. Just going to tell you right now, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay, get the job done. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from your boy Steve.
That is a gift because you could have just made a lot of money off of that.
No shit, and I'm going to make money in plenty other ways. College basketball and first period hockey totals are treating me very, very well. Shout out to all you Buster motherfuckers out there giving your clients minus $300 money line losers. Saturday, like I said, injury. Jimmy Garoppolo is expected to play and be fine, but Jimmy suffered a slightly sprained throwing shoulder in the 49ers' victory over the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Jimmy, something always wrong with you? You going to be okay, Jimmy? Anyway, trends. The 49ers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. Packers are 7-1 against the spread at home this season. Like I said, I like Green Bay to get that job done without any shadow of a doubt. San Fran gets by them. It's going to be a crazy who we see in the Super Bowl.
You know, you just said something important here. You're giving out an NFL game, which other morons here on Instagram and everything like that, they think the whole world's built on these NFL games. You're giving out an NFL game, and you just made a point here that you're going to make money in college basketball and first period hockey totals.
So you read between the lines and realized that's not a personal play that I'm betting $100,000 on is the reason why I gave it out for free?
Correct. And if you guys are astute, you're understanding that there's 4 NFL games, right? If you go down to a restaurant and you have a menu and you have 4 items to choose for, or you go to a different restaurant, you've got 120 items to choose for, which restaurant you think you're going to want to go back to?
I'm going to go to the college basketball inn for sure.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, trends. 49ers, like I said, 5-1. Packers, 7-1 against the spread at home. The weather. The kickoff is set for 7:15 p.m. Temperature will be in the teens with winds chills around 0 degrees with a 30% chance of snow, which is Green Bay weather all day long. Here's the question. With cold temperatures expected, is the 49ers running game a big advantage in this matchup?
No, I don't think it's a big advantage. I think Green Bay is probably anticipating the run over there. And I think Green Bay has got the advantage. That's why they're the number 1 seed. You got Aaron Rodgers, probably the top quarterback, A1 with Tom Brady in here. And Green Bay at home, Lambeau Field at home. There's a reason they played and got the home field advantage.
No doubt about it. And then you got Sunday, guys. You got the Rams at the Bucks. Bucks only giving up 2.5 with 49. So what that means, guys, these odds makers know what the fuck they're doing. I can tell you that right now. So they think that the Rams have an honest chance of covering that spread, losing by a field goal, or in reality, winning the game outright. So be careful when you get trapped with that 2.5. The Rams' Matthew Stafford will be going for his 2nd playoff victory of his career, while Tom Brady goes for his 36th playoff win. He is going against the GOAT here, so we're going to see.
You got Matt Stafford. True, he was with the Lions, an absolute losing franchise who you have no shot with. But still remember that. 36 playoff wins against the guy who has 1.
And remember one other thing. The GOAT, Tom Brady, gets the job done all the time. But we'll see. I've said it before. NFL's for entertainment purposes only. Who does the NFL gods want to win this season is what we're going to have to figure out.
Very
you know
true.
what I mean? So injury, 2 of the Tampa starting offensive linemen were banged up in the Eagles game, but they're expected to play on Sunday as well. Brady was sacked 4 times against Philly, who ranked 29th in the league in sack percentage. So, I mean, that's a lot of sacks in one game for a team that's 29th percentage. The Rams rank 7th in sack percentage.
Yeah, with Aaron Donald and what's the phrase there from Denver and everything. Yeah.
So they got to protect Brady real good. You let those big boys slam me down on the ground a little bit, that could be a game ending. Because I will make one thing very clear: no Brady, no Tampa Bay.
Oh, 100%.
Plain and fucking simple.
Yeah.
Trend: Bucks are 5-0 to the over in their last 5 games against NFC West opponents. Another trend: Tom Brady has dominated the divisional round, going 14-2 straight up in his career. So going off his stat careers with a 2.5 line, I mean, my God. You know.
But remember, the bookies, the bookmakers know this, guys. The bookmakers didn't wake up on the other side of the bed yesterday. They know Tom Brady's career. They know this team. They know what he does at home. They know Matt Stafford's won one game, and they set the line at under a field goal at home. Is it a trap to make you want to understand, hey, the bookies
Oh,
don't
the
want you to
Rams
take
look
it?
great. Let me pound the Rams. So
Right.
just be careful. It's definitely a trap line, no doubt about it. Sunday, big-time rematch, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo Bills Mafia at the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 2.5 with a 54.5 over-under. Here's a stat. Last week, the Bills set an NFL all-time record, scoring 7 touchdowns on 7 straight possessions. Another stat. Last year, these teams combined for 62 points in the AFC Championship game. And by the way, not only did Buffalo get 7 touchdowns on 7 possessions, the game before, they didn't even punt.
Nope.
So, guys, Buffalo is on fucking fire again right
It's
now.
the Buffalo that we saw at the beginning of the year that everybody liked Buffalo to win.
It's just a matter if they show up. If Buffalo shows up to their fullest capability, and so do the Chiefs, I got Buffalo winning this fucking game. However, like I said, it's a very tricky game.
You just used the word show up. How disappointing were some of these NFL playoff games? Like, nothing I've
why I
ever
keep
seen
saying
going back
this.
to be a little boy. First off, the penalty calls. Come on, guys, this is fucking NFL playoff football. I can remember back to fucking back in the day, San Francisco, Denver, Cleveland, pounded out football, tough football, not little pussy ass fucking personal fouls and that. Referees cut it out, number one. But these teams like New England, Bill Belichick, they give up 47 points. Never thought I'd see it in my life. These other teams, Pittsburgh, Big Ben, to see him go out that way. A lot of these other teams just did not show up. How disappointing.
Yeah, they're going to need to show up. It's what they get paid to do. But back to Bills and Chiefs. Last year, these two teams combined for 62 points in the AFC Championship game, by the way.
Yep.
Another stat. Both teams averaged more than 18 points per game this season. The trend, both teams are hot and undefeated against the spread in their last 5 games. Here's the question. The Bills have the best pass defense in the league, but does that stat matter against Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, it matters.
Goddamn right it does.
Guys, I don't think you're seeing 62 points in this game. In the AFC Championship last year, Kansas City got out to a huge lead. The game really didn't matter towards the end and stuff. There were a lot of, prevent defenses and shit like that. I expect to see a lower scoring game here. And, that Bills' number 1 defense, it's going to matter a lot.
Let's move right into college football, actually college basketball,
Yes.
which is our number 1 fucking sport right now. Who's that brought to us by, Poppy?
My good friends over at Blue Chew. Well, guys, fall is here. Well, actually, winter's here. And we could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
Boy, you see the energy he gives in that read?
Man.
Blue Chew men everywhere are excited to see the postman, because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived.
She'll tell you that.
No doubt. So if you could benefit from a little extra confidence when it comes time to perform, Blue Chew can help. We've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promotional code VIP at the checkout. All you pay is the $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promotional code VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and more important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our show. Preseason number 1 ranked Gonzaga is back on top of the national rankings, while Auburn, a team we featured a few weeks ago, is now ranked number 2, its highest ranking since 1999. 13 top 25 teams lost in last week, including 9 top 25 teams losing the past Saturday. What did we say about betting top 25 teams?
We said they're not all going to sit there. It's going to come down to where these teams flip-flop. Guys are going to lose. People on COVID are going to be affected. Let me tell you about Gonzaga, though. Gonzaga is rolling. Gonzaga is as sharp as they've been all season. They had a few hiccups during, before Christmas and everything.
Yeah, they're blowing people out.
Mark Few has them ready to go, guys. They are in serious shape. Take note.
In the Pac-12, UCLA made it to the number 3 last week, but the Bruins fell back to number 9 this week after losing to Oregon 84-81. Also, the Arizona Wildcats are 4-1 in the Pac-12, and Arizona is now ranked 3rd nationally. Arizona will play Cal, Stanford, and then UCLA in a marquee matchup on Tuesday, January 25th.
Yeah, Arizona hired longtime Gonzaga assistant Tommy. I just can't think of his last name right now. Arizona is absolutely for real. There's a couple teams in the Pac-12, UCLA and Arizona, right there at the top, that are definitely for real, speaking in national contention this year.
Florida State upset number 6 Duke on Tuesday, 79-78 in overtime. They squeaked by. In Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders held Florida International to just 39 points, and the Blue Raiders are now 12-3 against the spread.
I guarantee not many people had that one down, so if you have your pens and pencils, circle Middle Tennessee State there.
We featured Auburn last 2 weeks, and Auburn is now ranked number 2. Auburn, by the way, 16-1 straight up, 5-0 in the SEC, and 11-2 against the spread in their last 13 games. They are the most paying fucking team in college basketball.
Yeah, right there, 11-2 against the spread. Be marking that down.
We also featured the Miami Hurricanes. The Miami is now 6-1 in the ACC and beat North Carolina 85-57 on Tuesday, and the Hurricanes are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games.
Yeah, Miami said to North Carolina and first-year coach Hubert Davis,
Eat a
welcome
dick.
to the ACC.
Hey,
my
you
friend.
ain't lying. Blew their fucking doors off. The top 3 teams to fade, teams to bet against, Idaho State, Northern Kentucky, and Pacific. These teams are combined for 6-35 against the spread.
Now, if I'm a listener of this podcast, those 3 teams right there, 6-35, all I have to do is constantly just bet against those 3 teams.
And you're 35-6.
Right. Go fuck the old lady as soon as I'm done because we just made a bunch of
Nobody in the business has a 35-6 record this season. Nobody.
And you don't even have to play anybody else.
Let alone against the spread. You know what I mean? Why you think Floyd's giving away a Ferrari if you go 50-0 against the spread? Because you ain't doing it.
Correct. Real simple.
Also, Delaware State has lost 7 straight games against the spread. That's Delaware State sucking big cock against the spread. Hot teams to the over. Grab your pen, guys. Northeastern Huskies have now hit the over in 9 straight games. Huskies, 9 overs, 9 straight games. Manhattan Jaspers hit the under on Tuesday, but just by a half a point against Niagara. But Manhattan is still 9-1 to the over in the last 10 games.
Like I used to tell people in horse racing and stuff, doesn't matter if you win by a cunt hair, a nose, or if you win by 24 lengths. You get the same pay, either a half a point or win by 20. You still get paid the same amount.
Period. UMass is 11-2 to the over in their last 13 games. NHL Referee Stats. Here's a few NHL referee trends against the spread, home and away, and also to the over and to the under. Jake Brink is 25-15 against the spread in favor of the home team. Justin St. Pierre is 23-14 against the spread in favor of the home team, and also he's 22-15 in favor of the over. Corey Servert is 29-10 against the spread in favor of road teams, and also 25-12 in favor of the under this season.
How many little dicks on Instagram do you think are really giving out first period hockey plays or anything like that?
They don't know nothing.
Right. Our show has explained for 3-4 years to why you're successful in first period hockey totals. Guys, if you don't have a source using first period hockey totals or anything hockey, get with this man. Try him out because you're going to make money. You're going to understand why we talk about it so often. And you're going to understand, hey, I can make a second income by calling 877-220-6540.
And more importantly, guys, like I said, you got to make sure that you call in. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a promotion. Make sure you look at my social media. I'm doing a Friday night slammer, absolute blowout winner promotion that includes my personal plays. We're at an 86% right now on the personal plays. I don't want to see you guys miss out. And once again, the formula for success with the personal plays, a game a day, not every day, and betting the same amount of money on every game. So if you got a service that's sending you out 4 games a day, all losers, and then posting on their Instagram that they won, aren't you get tired of getting bamboozled and fucking frauded? Call the #1 gun in the motherfucking business, a guy that's been in the same location 20 plus years, making millions of fucking dollars betting sports. You guys deserve a second income, and I want to help you get it. There's several things out there that you could use with a second income. New house, new cars, your kids in college, whatever you want to do with the money. My job is to worry about your second income. Your job is to worry about the first. Remember, it's my grave for your payday. So for you guys out there, all you new sports bettors that are being born every fucking day, rather than get beat up and try to learn on your own, if you guys are dead serious about making some fucking money, you want to pick up an extra 6-7 figures a fucking year betting sports, I'm willing to show you the ways of success. And at the end of the day, you fucking deserve it. Remember, you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you put in the hard work and dedication. And that's what I do here at VIP Sports. I do whatever it takes to get the job done, period. I got games on a 1 to 10, they're an 11. Games that are over by halftime. Games that'll do whatever it takes to get the fucking job done. And games that aren't top 25 teams like you guys are constantly betting. So anyway, hit me up. Call now. We're in prime time college basketball betting season. NHL first period hockey totals are still on fire. And I don't want to go to the cashier cage alone. Make sure you hit us up. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the crew, the paparazzi, we love you. Stay aggressive, stay focused. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. See you next week.